Welcome to Brockton's Rocky Marciano Stadium at Armond Colombo Field. Today we have Brockton High School Soccer. The 5-1-2 Brockton Boxers host the 10-1 Lowell Red Raiders out of the Merrimack Valley. Brockton, coming off a tie the other day against Barnstable, is playing some really good soccer right now. Coach Herminio Furtado always has the Boxers a perennial contender in the tournament, the 2017 state champions, and today they take on the Merrimack Valley Lowell Red Raiders. And let's hear the starters.
Please do your part by showing respect to everyone involved in today's contest. A friendly reminder, student athletes play the game, coaches coach, fans support their team, and officials manage the game. And sometimes they make calls you may not agree with. With that being said, inappropriate behavior, language, or verbal criticism of coaches, players, and officials will not be tolerated and may result in your removal from the stadium. For your convenience, restrooms are located under the bleachers on the press box side. We'd like to thank our sponsors for the support and generosity, and they are Bethel Medical Group, Woodward's Auto Spring Shop, Exit Realty All-Stars, Everett's Auto Parts, Allergy and Asthma Physicians, and Madison Food Group. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the end zone where the scoreboard is as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Hey, guys! Hey! Step it!
So again, back at Brockton's Rocky Marciano Stadium. This is Brockton Community Access on the Brockton. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. Leo Genatasio, along with Mike the Postman Simmons on the production. The Boxers coming off a tie against Barnstable, 1-1, a team they beat earlier in the season. Brockton is 5-1-2. They opened the season up with a 3-2 win with Barnstable. Tied a highly ranked BC High team 2-2. Won at Dartmouth 2-1. Lost at Durfee 2-1. That's an old Big Three rival. Those games are usually very close. They beat a very good Leominster team at home 1-0. Went to New Bedford, another tough place to win, 1-2, and tied Barnstable the other night. The Lowell Red Raiders come in at 10-1, and they come out of the Merrimack Valley, which is a very strong conference. They have wins over Tingsboro, 7-0, Whittier Tech, 8-0, Westford Academy, 1-0, Waltham, 4-0, Lawrence, 9-0, Somerville, 3-2, Methuen, 4-0, Chelmsford, 3-1, Andover, 2-1, Drake at 6-0, and their sole losses to Bill Ricker Memorial, 2-1. I'll be joined right now with Orlando Galvo, who helped us last night in the broadcast with the Brockton football win over Lawrence 14-7. Coach Jermaine Wiggins' first victory as the Brockton High coach. Orlando, I was just talking about this matchup today. The Boxers come in 5-1-2, taking on a Lowell team from the Merrimack Valley, which we always know is a very good conference in every sport. traveling down to Brockton. They're not coming down here to tie or lose. They're coming down here looking for a victory at 10-1.
Right. If you go see their record, they're coming in and with a good record. So looks like they've won a bit out of their game. So looks like it's going to be a good matchup.
Brockton's going to control the ball. Their center forwards are number 7, Manuel Lopes, a sophomore. Their center, I'll get it in a second with the number. Their winger is number 15, Alexandro Morera, a junior. Defenseman is number 12, Anthony Delgado, a junior. The center back is number 4, Wolf Lentz Victor, a senior. The right defensive back is number 3, Benfico Andrade, a senior. And they'll get it underway. Brockton senior forward, Nevin Fonts, the junior, gets the ball in deep, controlled by Lowell. And Lowell controls the ball at midfield, a head ball, and Brockton controls it in the center half.
Saw Brockton early against BC High. A lot of speed. They always on the attack. You always got to be on your heels when you're playing Brockton.
I said it earlier, Orlando. That's probably the best program in Brockton as far as athletics goes over the last several years. Winning a state championship, being nationally ranked, perennial contenders. He's gotten back to the South Finals, Coach Furtado. He does a fantastic job with this program.
Very good coach.
So Lowell gets a ball in deep, controlled by the Brockton defense. Oh, and a tough play by the goaltender.
Wow.
And a great save. His body weight took him back into the goal. He had to throw that ball outside, and the center forward from Lowell
made a big save there.
Number 4, Michael Rosario, had a header to put in the net and could not get it in. So Lowell controls the ball, a crossover to the middle. Brockton attempted to take control. Number 3, Andre, kicks the ball up, and Brockton clears the ball to the center half.
Leaves the pressure a little bit.
Phil, you could see Lowell with the one-touch passes. And there's a good play. So Lowell started ball. The ball
out here.
Good speed shown right
That guy
there.
wide open in the middle.
And a good save by the goaltender.
2 good saves so far by Brockton goalie to stop this game.
Lowell showing a lot of athleticism. Brockton control the ball at their own half and starts to break out. A one-touch pass to Manuel Lopes. And the ball's kicked over to Delgado. Delgado kicks it up, and it's intercepted by Lowell. And Lowell controls it back to their defense. As they start up, an errant pass, the ball looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and Brockton will control it with a throw-in for Jason Mara.
Early in the game, usually you don't control. Brockton's the one that usually controlling and dominating play. Lowell's doing that early to stop this game.
See why they won 10 games, I'm sorry. So Brockton controls the ball in their own half. Marrera back to number Brockton attempts to goalkeeper comes out and makes a good play to clear the ball. Ball back into number 7, Manuel Lopes. Controlled and ball them out. And looking low. So boxes. It's Brockton. A little bit of a pack there at center midfield. Number 21 for the boxes is Jason Moreira with the ball.
No spacing for Brockton at this time.
Yeah,
so
we'd like
far.
to see him move the ball a little bit around a little bit better. So Lowell's defense with the ball up, controlled by the boxes back in. Almost Jason DeBrito able to make a play in the attacking side. So the boxes half in a 0-0 game. The throw in for the Raiders. Controlled, back over to number 11, which is Lucas Cantelli. We said his name a few times. Lowell with the ball. Good dribbling. Cantelli with the ball now. Controlled by the boxes again. Good dribble by. Good footwork right there by the Brockton defender. But the ball goes out. That was number 8 for the boxes, who was Fabio Fernandez, a senior. Brockton with several seniors, but a lot of underclassmen on Coach Furtado's roster. Again, Brockton looking, once again, always at the postseason, how far they can go. I assume Coach Furtado's aspirations every year are state championships after you've already won one and you've been close a few times.
Right. It's good to see him back, and took a leave of absence. Good to see him back on the sidelines.
I agree. You got a coach of that caliber, you want him on the sidelines with the boys. So the throw-in, and Lowell turns the ball over on an errant throw-in. So we're going to get a timeout quickly here. I think Coach Furtado going to talk a little bit about the turnovers that Brockton's had early in this game.
Right,
they're pretty boisterous down there.
Right, they haven't controlled. Brockton's usually, we used to accustomed to seeing Brockton control.
So back to play here. Again. And he'll throw it a short pass in, which Brockton intercepts the ball. And the boxes will train control at the 30-yard line of their own field. Back to the defenseman. His team have to make terrific saves. Brockton behind. Brockton control the ball. And we'll head out the road. Ball 40-yard line of the Brockton. 75 the Brockton. It's about 5 yards. Here it's right here on the throw. Defender throws it deep into the box. That ball should go out of bounds. And the box defense lets it go. So a nice play there by the keeper line. With a throw in and that
Minutes into this game, Brockton hasn't had too many scoring chances.
I don't think they've had any.
So
now the Bucs are starting to take a little bit of control. Brockton over the throw with Alexandro Morera, the junior. So the ball's given back to Jason Morera, the sophomore. And now Wolf Lentz Victor will have the throw-in. Brockton sends a bunch of players into the box. And let's see if he can get the ball in a scoring threat. And that's a really good throw. Headed up by Lowell, trying to get it out. And they do. Once again, Lucas Cantelli with a strong play. Lowell with the counter, but Brockton able to spread into the center field.
Ball
controlled by Anthony Santos. The ball over to Jason Morera. Back to Fabio Fernandez. Anthony Pina Santos back with the ball, and the back goes back over to Benfica Andre, who put the ball in deep. Controlled by Janilson DeBrito. Over to Alexandro Morera, and the ball will be out. And he looks like he may be cramped up, or he got kicked in the shin. So the ball will be a throw-in for the Boxers. Well, Pina Santos, he's back up now. So Morera with the throw-in, controlled. The ball goes in deep to Lowell. That looks like it's a handball. So Brockton might have a direct kick here, about 20 yards out from the net. And let's see what they do here with this.
I saw
Nevin Fonts, the junior, right on top of the ball. And let's see what Brockton does here. They have a threat here.
I actually seen Brockton score from this one of these games earlier this year, score exactly from the same spot with a good shot.
So Morera and Fonts. And Morera will take the ball. Nope. And Brockton with the shot.
There it is.
Oh, good attempt and a good save.
Good save.
Brockton's best attempt of the day. Left-footed shot, had a little bit of spin on it, and the goaltender made a nice stop. So Lowell kicks the ball up to a threatening side, and good play by the defender to get it out. Kick back in. Brockton starting to control a little bit of the play now. And here we go, Brockton with the attack. The ball to number 21, Jason Morera, who kicks it in deep. Nevin Fonts. And the ball bounces, controlled by Fonts again. Ball kicked back to number 4, Wolf Lentz Victor. And Brockton started to do a little one-touch passing. 21 for the Blockers with a good maneuvering, shifting there by Jason Morera. Lowell intercepts, kicks the ball over to the winger. Back over to the Boxers now, control the ball at center field. Center part of the pitch, I should say. Number 4 is Wolfgang's Victor. Over to 21, which is Jason Morera. Janilson DeBrito with the ball. Back over to Morera. Back to the defenseman, Wolf Victor. Strong kick in the attack inside his zone, intercepted by Lowell. Good one touch to his foot to kick it out of the danger area. Controls the ball, the center of the pitch again. Number 8 from Lowell is Brian Monsov, who kicks the ball deep.
Good defense there by Brockton.
Yeah, good play by Boxers. The ball is controlled by Alexandro Morera. Turned over to Lowell. Oh, a good pass.
Watch out here.
Lowell with a chance to score, and I think
just hit the post.
So Lowell with their third chance to score.
Brockton dodged a big bullet there.
They sure did.
That looked like it was going in and saved by the post.
Brockton caught up there. The defensemen are caught a little bit high. They snuck their winger behind them and just missed the net. So Lowell with the throw-in, and that will be number 4, Michael Rosero. He throws it into the box, and that's going to be off Brockton.
Wow, Lowell has had several opportunities to make it 1-0.
They've been the better team so far. They look more prepared to play. Yeah, controlling the pace of play right now. So Brockton with the throw-in, Jason Morera. Back to number 12, which would be Anthony Delgado. Boxers with control. Nice move by Morera. Turned over once again, but the ball will be a throw-in for the Boxers. Anthony Delgado with the throw. Throws it to the center of the pitch, looking for number 7, and that's Manuel Lopes. Kick over, and look, Brockton. Nice play by number 4 from Lowell, which is Michael Rosario with the ball. So the ball back over the center part of the pitch. Brockton with the ball. Controls it back to the defenseman. And the kick up is into...
Oh,
that's a good play.
That's gonna be a foul.
Yeah.
This might get a card on that,
Might get a card, you're right. It was a dangerous play.
Yellow card.
So the first foul of the game today goes against Lowell. That'll be a yellow card, and he'll be booked.
Brockton player looks like he's all right, gets up. But
okay, that player who got the cards coming off Orlando, I can't seem to get his number. Their
22.
uniforms are
22.
Yeah, that's Vial Thong Hamong, who's off, and now on 15 will be C. Kalker. So Brockton with a throw-in, about at the 30-yard line, the inner 30 yards towards the net. So Brockton with the kick will send the throw into a dangerous area. The kick is in. It goes deep. Oh, and that ball is dangerous. Bounce right there, controlled by the goaltender.
Trying to get a header, but it stayed too low. Goalie was able to recover it.
Carol De Silva, the goaltender, with a nice play. So Lowell goalie will kick the ball very deep, and that ball could be dangerous. Lowell gets in behind the defense. The head over.
Oh, there's a little push there.
Him down, but they're not going to get the call.
Right.
And the refs are letting them play. I think I like that. Back over to number 6 for Lowell, which is Ty Pincanzo. Unfortunately, the Lowell roster is not straight numbers. They do it by, well, they actually don't do it by any rhyme or reason, but the numbers are all not organized, making it difficult for us to call it. So we apologize to the Lowell viewers for that. So number 4 would be the throw-in, would be Michael Rosario. Corner throw, played in by Lowell, and that ball's going to be off. I think it's going to be a goal kick. So we're about halfway through the first half, and I'd say Lowell's controlled the play, Orlando, with
Certainly
3 dangerous plays, 2 great saves, and a crossbar to keep this game 0-0.
Can easily be 1-0 Lowell.
So the kick out, nice one-tap touch pass to number 21, Jason Marrero, kicks it deep. Lowell defender kicks it back to the winger here.
It's low again.
This left winger has been dangerous over there. I don't have his number. I apologize, but he's been really active. And they battle it over there. Is that number 10? So number 10 for Lowell is Aiden Roulade, who's been active on the left side over there.
Lowell's going to get a free kick here, so you got to be careful.
So let's see if Brockton marks their men in the defensive part of the field, as Lowell has in at the 20-yard away from the net. So they'll have a kick. Let's see if they throw it into the box. Like they are. They have several men right at the 10-yard line of the goalkeepers. That looks like a pretty good kick. Good play by number 4, Wolf Lentz Victor, who clears it out.
Another shot just high. Wow.
Another dangerous kick. And that, again, was, I think that was number 11, Lucas Cantelli.
Right.
Play and just misses the top part of the net. So Brockton with another goal kick as we head down to 22 minutes of the first half. No action on the boxes, no subs so far. Lowell's got 4 guys warming up. They've already subbed in 2 men.
Surprisingly, 20 minutes into the game. Usually Brockton's had, in the course of games, they have several scoring chances, but you haven't seen that yet.
So here's the goal kick from Wilson Andrade. Good deep kick to the center part of the pitch. Controlled by Lowell as they send it back into the 30-yard line of the Brockton. Lowell controls the ball at the center part of the field. Controlled again by Marrera. He one-times it back to number 12, Anthony Delgado. Controls the ball over to number 6, Janelson DeBrito. Sends the ball back in to number 4, Wolf Victor. Victor with the nice move, gets the ball back over to number 12, Anthony Delgado. Brockton moves in this forward area. And Lowell with good defense right there.
Stops the play from happening.
Oh, nice play right there. So that was the Brockton had the attacking ball, good defense. The ball goes off the Brockton arm, and Lowell will have the throw-in. And again, that's number 4, Michael Rosario.
Lowell seems very physical as well, right, Leo?
They are physical. Brockton, number 11, Paul Wadley in the game now. And that ball is sent deep down to the left side as Brockton tries to attack. Lowell controls the ball with the head, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Brockton will have a throw-in right around the 25-yard of the Lowell side of the field. Number 8 is Fabio Fernandez.
Good throw-in.
Good throw-in. Controlled by the boxes. The boxes now with the one-touch. One-touch pat to himself.
Oh!
And they're not going to get the call. Lowell controls the ball. Oh, and that's
down.
Oh, and the referee calls the whistle. He delayed the whistle
we got
there.
a player here. I think he got kneed in the back.
Yeah. Lowell doesn't like that.
Is.
They were attacking at that point. The ball was sent down to the goalie, but I think Lowell's more – the coach is more agitated at the time of the whistle, Orlando. He didn't call it right away, and they waited until Lowell was counterattacking. So
I think he caught a knee to the back.
Yeah, he did.
No.
He did not get a call. The refs have certainly
there.
let them play today. And that is – he's up, and he's looks like he's okay. I didn't get the number there. Was that Paul Wadley?
I think it might be.
No, that's number 15, which is Alexandro Moreira, the junior. Glad to see he's okay.
Okay.
So Lowell will have a free kick, and they're in a half. They're on 25. We're down at around 20 minutes.
Inadvertent.
Contact, yeah.
So
Lowell will have a kick by number 13, which is not even on the roster, so maybe he's called up from JV. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a co-captain, Ishmael Kamara. So they control the ball. They kick the ball deep. Brockton controls at midfield. Back to number 4, which is back to number 12, which is Anthony Delgado. Up to number 21, Alessandro Tavares. Good pass over to number 11, Paul Wadley. Wadley controls the ball, the center half, and the ball turned back over to Lowell. Lowell with a nice kick, and now they're in the dangerous area. This is a guy who's giving them trouble over there. And the ball's going to go off.
Might be a corner kick.
Could be a corner kick. Let's see what they call. Again, that's Aiden Roulard, who's been really dangerous in the left over there. He's giving Brockton fits.
I felt that.
So no corner. I guess it's going to be off Lowell. Looked like it was a corner kick,
but it was deflected. But no.
Brockton to number 4, Wolf Lentz Victor. Kicked over to number 21, Jason Moreira, and the ball's back over the boxes to number 18.
This one's free.
Nice play, and that looked like a foul. You got to call that one.
That's a no-brainer there.
Lowell really aggressive right there. So Brockton with a free kick on the foul, and the ball's played back to number 4, Wolf Victor. Victor sends the ball up to the right side, looking for number 11.
That's
Paul Wadley.
Ball. He was out of bounds.
Yeah, he's out of bounds, so Lowell will have the throw-in right at midfield. Michael Rosero with the throw-in as Lowell makes a change. We'll see number 16 onto the game right now. And we don't have him on the roster either. Oh, I apologize. We do. Eduardo De Freitas. So Brockton controls the ball, and the ball sent into a dangerous area. Nice one-touch pass for Wadley.
We might have something here.
Wadley looking to center field.
Oh.
It looked like they called a foul before, but Brockton was definitely their most potent possibility right there with Wadley.
I don't know if they called offsides or
I think they called a foul.
Okay.
So Wadley's come into this game, and he's been creating some havoc for Lowell. Against Lowell, I should say. Positive stuff from Brockton. The kick is deep, looking again for Roulard on the left side. Controlled by the boxes, which is number 6, DeBrito. Roulard comes back again, causing some havoc. And he's been...
that's
and
a
that should be we'll get a foul there. So Lowell using a lot of physicality today. Trying to maybe to intimidate Brockton a little bit.
This game is not going to be easy. At Lowell, as you can see, there's a reason why they're 8-1. Very good team.
So the ball played back to Victor. Victor kicks the ball up, looking for Wadley. Fabio Fernandez. So there's Roulard again. Controlled by the Brockton defenseman, number 3, which has been Fico Andrade, who kicks it up, controlled the boxes at their own 35. Brockton, they need to create some more space.
Everything's been tight for
Anthony
Brockton
Delgado.
Right now.
Back to Wolf Lentz Victor. The ball sent up to Brockton. Nice one-touch move right there by number 15, Alexandro Moreira. The ball over to the Brockton goalie. So they'll control the ball. We're down to 17 minutes left in the first half. Andrates tells his boxers to move up. He's going to send this one out as far as he can. And the kick is up. Not his best one. Very high. Roulade attempts to make the play. So Brockton controls the ball. The ball sent over to Paul Wadley.
Defensively for Lowell, Kamara, he's been all over the field for
Sure
the number
has.
10.
So the ball sent over to Jonathan Delgado, and Brockton will turn the ball over again. So Lowell with the ball in a dangerous area with a throw-in. There's that number again, Michael Rosario with a throw-in as Lowell makes another change, and we'll see number 15 into the game. Brockton with the ball. Lowell turns it over again.
Whoa.
Ball sent into a dangerous spot, and the Brockton goalkeeper, Andre, with a nice save.
Lowell coaches got their hands up. They thought that should have been a foul on Brockton.
He throws the ball over, controlled on the left side by Alexandro Morera. Morera, in a battle, gets the ball back. And the ball sent to number 8, Fabio Fernandez. As the ball gets over to number 21, Jason Morera, as he battles with number 7 from Lowell. Nice pass by number 11 from Brockton right there, Paul Wadley. And the ball sent over to number 8.
There's Kamara again, right on the ball.
Number 4 from Brockton, Victor. And the ball gets up looking for Wadley, and the ball will go back to Lowell.
I felt that was deflected. That should be Brockton.
Yeah, you're right, Orlando. It is going to be Brockton's ball. So that ball will be Jason Morera with the throw. Looking for Victor. And as he throws the ball deep, looking for Fabio Fernandez. Fernandez with a nice header to himself. And Brockton will get the throw in again. Morera with the throw. Looking for Fabio Fernandez. Fernandez with 3 defenders on him. Nice pass over to Paul Wadley. Wadley controlling it. Yeah, he turns it over.
Wow.
So nice attempt by Wadley to get the ball back as there's a battle around the 30-yard line of the pitch of Lowell. Nice play by the Lowell defender, but once again controlled by the Boxer defense. Number 4, Victor, who's been really good today. He attempts to go over midfield. Brockton looking for a foul, doesn't get it. And the ball back to Lowell. And Brockton, it's real physical out there right now. And the ball goes to number 21, Jason Morera. And Wolf Victor gets the ball, and he sends it up to the Lowell half.
Again, the Lowell coaches are asking for a foul. Their hands are up. They're not happy at this time.
Fabio Fernandez with the ball to number 21, Alessandro Tavares.
And now Brockton gets the trip, and again, the hands go up for the Lowell coaches.
And the Lowell coach is getting spoken to by the referee right now. He's had enough of him complaining.
It's a very physical game out there.
They've let a lot of stuff. Well, sometimes Orlando, if a ref lets a lot go away, the physicality of the game increases, and you got to get control of that stuff because it could get out of control. So Brockton with the free kick, and that will be number 15, Alexandro Morera, right around the 40-yard line of the Lowell pitch. He looks in as the Boxers send everyone deep. Alexandro Morera looks in. He sends the ball, and the ball is sent over to, a nice header in, just misses. And low. There's another substitution. They've made a bunch of them today. Joshua Sinjoho. And not to use everyone. As number 6 from Lowell will go off, and that is Ty Picanzo. So a free kick for the goalkeeper.
So far, I've been very impressed with Lowell.
Great kick. Headed by Brockton back into the Lowell side of the pitch. One-touch pass up to Roulade, who controls it with a nice job with his feet. Great pass in. Oh, they have him offsides. That was a nice play by Roulade. He one-touched the ball down to his feet, sent it into a dangerous area, but it was just offsides.
Yeah, as I look again, that was the right call. It was offsides, but inches.
So free kick for the Boxers. Sent back to Victor. Victor, nice move. He passes it up to Paul Wadley. And Victor again with a nice move. Good pass up over to number 21, Moreira. And he sends the ball over to Paul Wadley. Back over to Moreira. Back over to Delgado.
A little too far.
Santos with attempted the pass over there, the number 15, Alexandro Moreira, and the ball's turned over. So with 12 minutes left in the first half of the 0-0 game, Lowell with the throw-in, looking for Roulard, who was a nice header. This ball should be sent back to the Brockton goalie. Nope, he takes it over himself.
Taken away.
It was not, and it's move, and Roulard tails the ball.
Quick shot. Oh, just at the side of the net. Oh.
It's just a little bit too much
Wow.
foot play right there instead of sending the ball right back to the goalie. And Roulard, once again, has been the most dangerous player for Lowell over there.
And if Roulard, if he goes a little bit to the right,
that's a goal.
That's a goal.
So Brockton with a few turnovers in their own half of the field. I'm sure that's driving Coach Furtado crazy, something they could talk about at halftime. So Andre with the kick. Brockton sends everyone up. Good kick. Controlled by the boxes with the header. Paul Wadley attempts to control it. And that will be a handball for Brockton. Wadley with the kick over to Victor. Over to Delgado. Sent up to Moreira. Moreira with the ball. Attempts to pass up. And the ball sent over to Lowell. And Lowell with a chance to control it. Victor gets the ball out. Sent back to Delgado. Delgado to Moreira again. Moreira is in the that will be a Brockton throw-in. Delgado with the ball.
No call that time.
Yeah, Jason Moreira was knocked down.
Now the Brockton coach's hands are going up, right?
So Delgado with the throw-in as they'll send the ball as deep as he possibly can, looking for Paul Wadley. Wadley over to Fabio Fernandez. Fernandez to Wadley again. Now that ball, attempted good pass. Good play by Lowell defensively.
Take it away.
Jason Moreira with the ball. Good moves. Sent the ball to Paul Wadley. Paul Wadley looks.
You might have something here. Oh, good defense there.
Fabio Fernandez with the ball again. As the ball's turned over to Lowell. So Lowell with three guys in the attacking part of the pitch. Turned over again. Fabio Fernandez with the ball. Sent over to number 11, Paul Wadley.
Calling hand offside.
That's an offside. So the play's been evened out over the last 10 minutes with Brockton trying to control the pace of the game again.
Wadley just a little bit ahead. It was offside. Good call.
So a free kick for Lowell. They'll send their goalie up to send the ball deep. Brockton brings their defense high. Maybe try to get offsides out of that. Their defenders are all up the 40-yard line of their own pitch. And the ball is sent deep. And that's a good kick. That's a terrific kick, actually. And Victor, the goalie wanted the ball, and Brockton just sends it out of bounds.
Get it away from danger. It's a good play.
Okay. And that was number 18, Anthony Pina Santos. So Lowell with the free throw-in. Michael Rosario sends the ball in. Controlled again by Lowell. And that ball's intercepted. Brockton with the chance to do something right here.
Again, Lowell back defensively.
Paul Wadley. Jonathan Delgado.
That time they called that one. And that was a foul.
Anthony Delgado. I apologize, John. It's Anthony Delgado, who's been really active in the defensive part of his field, really playing strong for the Boxers today. So Lowell will get a free kick right around the center of the pitch. And that'll be number 3, Alan Rossler. Michael Rosario being sent in by the coach to the right side of the pitch, and the ball sent in deep. Intercepted by the boxes, and is sent back out. Controlled by Lowell. Number 13, Ishmael Kamara. Sent back to the goalie. The goalie sends it out. Good kick, and that ball could be trouble. No, we're going to get an offside. So Coach Furtado brings his defense up high, trying to not only attack, but he can get some offsides. Tries to sneak some guys behind him. So Anthony Delgado with the kick. Wolf Victor is next to him. Benfica Andrade, the right defender. Ball's over to Benfica Andrade. Good pass up, looking for Paul Wadley and Fabio Fernandez as Lowell counters now. The pass is over, and they try to get someone behind, but Wolf Victor
That was a push in the
Yeah,
back.
that was a push in the back.
Lowell player doesn't like that, but slight push, can't do that.
And that was another dangerous play for the Boxers in their own half with their defenders. As Brockton will get a free kick in their own goal, in their own box. And the ball sent deep. Controlled by Lowell. Anthony Delgado again. As Lowell will get a throw in into the 30-yard line of the Boxers. Now will be Michael Rossler again. Michael Rosero, I apologize. Rosero kicks the ball deep, and it should be headed by Wolf Victor. Number 21, Jason Marrera, back to help the defense. So Lowell with another dangerous throw-in near the Brockton box. 6 minutes left in the first half of a 0-0 game. Michael Rosero with the throw, with the kick. And that will be a goal kick. As we've had a game today, Orlando.
Very tight game. Lowell's making it hard.
Wolf Victor sends the ball. Nice pass out looking for Paul Wadley as he's pushed in the back and it's not called. Lowell sends the ball in deep again looking for Michael Rosero.
Oh, wow.
Eduardo DeFreitas.
Pushing the back there as well.
Could have been a push in the back.
They're out letting them play.
So Brockton with the goal kick. Victor sends the ball over to Benfico Andre. Benfico Andre sends the ball up to Paul Wadley.
We go.
Fabio Fernandez with a good ball. And good recovery speed from Lowell right there. As Lowell sends the ball out of play.
Lowell does a good job of getting back on defense.
That was John Texera, the senior. But Lowell's defender showed great speed right there coming back. Benfico Andre sends the ball up. The ball sent over to the center. And a nice pass. Again, beautiful pass.
Might have something here. Watch out here.
And the Brockton goalie comes out smartly. So, again, we say that name again over there. And the ball sent over to Benfico Andre. And it's going to be another nice play by Lowell that's going to cause a Brockton kick. Aiden Roulard, he might be the best player on the field so far today. He's been really good.
It's all over the field.
Or really, really good. Brockton goalkeeper passes over to Wolf Victor. Ball in a dangerous area. Anthony Delgado. Looking for Fabio Fernandez. No, Fabio Fernandez with the ball. Can't control it, but the ball sent up to the center of the pitch. Controlled by number 6, Janilson DeBrito. Number 18 from the boxes is Anthony Pina Santos. To Fabio Fernandez. Pina Santos. That ball sent over to Alexandro Marrera. And the ball sent in deep, but it's out of bounds, and Lowell will have a throw with 4 minutes left in the first half of a very tight game. So Lowell will make another substitution. We'll see Lucas Cantilli back into the game, who really had some opportunities early, just getting him a rest. So the throw in is deep, controlled by number 15 from the boxes, which is Alexandro Marrera. Lowell gets the ball back. The ball will out of bounds. I think we'll get a Brockton throw. No, we're going to get a Lowell throw. Sure, most coaches want to get to halftime, make some adjustments, and seems like one of those type of games, Orlando, where the first goal may win it. So Lowell throws the ball in deep. Victor goes up high. Jason Marrera with a good play, controlled again by Lowell. Lowell, nice attempt. Good attempt by number 16 right there from Lowell, which is Eduardo DeFreitas. So a goal kick for the Boxers. Wilson Andrade.
Be smart here. 3:30 left in the first half.
Right. Send the ball out of the dangerous area. See if Brockton can. Wolf Victor with a great kick. The ball's up to the right side. Is controlled. A header attempted by number 15, Alexandro Marrera. And the ball goes back to Lowell. And there's Roulard again on the left-hand side. Going against Victor. Roulard, nice touch to himself, but nice defense by the Boxers right there. Benfico Andre. Ball turned over again by the Boxers. Number 6, Janilson DeBrito in the center of the field. And the ball's turned over. Lowell with a nice one-touch pass. Nice move right there. That's not a penalty. He jumped right into it. So number 21 for the Boxers attempts a pass in the middle of the field.
Coaches, Lowell
Alexandro Marrera with the ball.
But that
number
was not
21. Jason Moreira, and the ball will go out of bounds, and I believe that will be the Boxers' ball. So the throw in for Anthony Delgado to Victor. Victor. He's pushed from behind, but no call. The ball sent over to 21, Jason Moreira. Looking for Paul Wadley. And the ball is sent back. The Brockton goalkeeper come out around the 20-yard line of his pitch. And he gets the ball over to number 18, Anthony Pina Santos, to Delgado. Delgado back over to Santos. And let's see what the Boxers do here. Good center over to Paul Wadley. Nice pass to number 6, Janosin DeBrito. The ball back to Victor, to Delgado. Back to Victor. So number 21 is Jason Moreira. 35 his own pitch. Lowell boxing, look at diamond defense right there, making Brockton one-touch pass, which they're doing. Paul Wadley with the good pass. Brockton had something right there. And here we go. Roulard in the dangerous part of the field again. Looks like he's holding shirt right there.
No.
That will be a goal kick. Roulard uses his hands, his body, leverage, trying to take advantage of the Brockton defender over there. And a nice job by Benfica keeping his balance. So Brockton with the ball, sends the ball up to number 15, Alexandro Moreira. Ball turned over to Roulard. Roulard with the ball. Nice play by Andrade. Alexandro Moreira throws the ball deep to the center part of the pitch, turned over to Lowell, so Lowell back control of the ball. Lowell defender. A nice behind-the-back pass, one-touch pass. Controlled by Lowell. The ball sent in deep, looking for, that ball's in a dangerous area. Another nice save.
Lowell player down.
So some of the bounces not going the Boxers' way in front of the net. Had a few chances to really take the lead in this game. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Again, the time will be kept on the field. Might have a couple minutes of injury time. There's been a few players down.
Caught a leg to the knee there. Hopefully he's okay.
We'll see who that's down for Lowell right now. I believe it's the trainer's going to be coming out. No.
Looks to be all right.
I believe that's number 15 for Lowell, who's down. Was that Paul Pace? There's number 9. Comes on the field for Lowell. And we get a whistle, and that may be the first. Yeah, that will be the first half. So, Orlando, we're going to go to halftime of this game 0-0. It's a game early that was controlled by Lowell with a lot of chances. Brockton's had a few counters, but in general, I think Lowell coach would be pretty happy with the pace of play.
Yes, I mean, they've been knocking at the door all game, and you wonder now, on the Brockton side, when that door is going to open, because they're constantly in attack. It's very, very unusual, because usually you see Brockton doing that attacking, but it's been the other way around in this game.
Again, I'm Leo Genitacio along with Orlando Galvo, Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. Mike the Postman Simmons on the production. As the Boxers and the Lowell Red Raiders head to halftime of a 0-0 game. What do you think Coach Furtado is going to be talking to his boys about, Orlando, inside the locker room?
More spacing, less turnovers, things of that nature, less fouls.
I would say the Brockton goalkeeper had several big saves today. A couple of them where Brockton's unfortunately got a couple bad bounces. The first one almost carried him into the net. He had to send the ball back out to a dangerous part right in front of the net. The header by, was Cantilli. A fantastic save. Another time, Roulard came down, hit the crossbar, and Brockton's been fortunate not to be down. The Boxers have had a couple dangerous plays themselves. Fabio Fernandez and Paul Wadley, when he came into the game, have sent some balls into the dangerous area, but nothing too dramatic for Lowell to be nervous about.
Not too many scoring chances for Brockton. Talking about maybe 5 for Lowell. So Brockton's got to get the chances of their own, right?
Yes. Lowell will travel. They have a home game with Chelmsford, Malden, and a home game with Westford Academy coming up. Let's look at the Boxers' schedule, Orlando, as they have at 5-1-2 They play today against Lowell. And then they have, they travel to Braintree. Braintree coming in this season. After Braintree, they play New Bedford, and we don't have the rest of the schedule up here. But usually the big three games are the old big three. The records don't mean anything. I believe the year Brockton won the state championship, I think they lost to New Bedford twice, or they tied them twice.
I believe Brockton has Durfee on Tuesday.
Okay.
Durfee on Tuesday. They already lost to Durfee 2-1, so that
There'll be a revenge there.
And then Braintree, and then they already beat. They got Dartmouth. It's gonna be another tough game. Brockton's schedule is always tough.
So we talked last night during the football game. We did Danny V's Sweet 16. Who are the top teams in the state this year for soccer, Orlando?
I would say St. John's Prep, defending champions. You got to look at them. The team Brockton tied 2-2 earlier in this year, first game of the year. I believe BC High, another team you got to watch for, and obviously Needham. I would say those are the first three teams that stick out.
This is a Brockton team with about 7 seniors. I don't think they all start, and about 10 or 11 underclassmen on the roster. Coach Andre routinely not afraid to bring up younger guys to play. There's one freshman on the roster, Dilson Vieira Gonzalez. I don't think we've seen him today. But again, building depth and having a strong program, it starts with having confidence in younger players.
Right. I mean, I've seen BC High, and looking at Lowell, they're not too shabby themselves. You might have to put Lowell in that conversation as well, because I feel Brockton, after seeing them play BC High, I feel like they can play with anybody as well.
So Lowell out of the Merrimack Valley, not a league that has tremendous success in soccer. They're more of a football league, wrestling. At times they have terrific baseball, but it's one of the more underrated leagues in the state. When people talk about the great leagues in the state, they always talk about the Catholic Conference or the Hockomock, but Merrimack Valley produces some great athletes, some great teams.
Always.
We talked in the past, Brockton's had some great matchups in baseball with Chelmsford and Andover in the late 90s, early 2000s. Football, again, this year we're playing Andover and Lawrence in football. We played last year Lawrence in basketball. It's nice to play teams outside our area. Right. We're so used to just playing the Dartmouths and the BRs and all the teams in our area. I love seeing Lawrence come in last year, and even though they beat Brockton, it's nice to see perennial powers from across the state, not just the Southeast, come in and play Brockton in different sports.
Yeah, the Merrimack Valley is always loaded with athletes, always loaded with good teams, and like you said, it's always good to play teams out of your conference. As you can see right now, they come in here and they dominated play. So
not afraid. They are not afraid of the physicality. They've actually brought the physicality to Brockton. I'm sure some teams may be intimidated at times of Brockton's speed and physicality, but like Lawrence last night, they're not going to be intimidated. They're a city just like Brockton. They're not going to be intimidated by the Brockton kids, and they're showing that today.
Right.
So as we head in late into this halftime, Coach Furtado, I'm sure in the locker room, we'll see if they make any changes to the Boxer team. The defense today, Delgado and Benfica Andrade and Wolf Victor have really been active. They've marked their men well, not a ton of turnovers. They've had to handle some physical play from Roulard and Cantelli. Have really been the strength of the Boxers so far.
And to your point, it's good to schedule teams like this because, look, the power rankings now. We go by power rankings, right? It matters who you play. As I look at the power rankings that came out yesterday, Brockton's currently 27 in the power rankings, and they're 5-1.
So explain to me how there's 26 teams in Division I that are better than Brockton. Am I missing something?
Right. So, but unfortunately, we have to go by the power rankings. So that's why, to your point, it's good to schedule good teams in terms of getting power ranking points. But as I look at the power rankings now, as you can see, the team that Brockton got eliminated by last year, Concord Carlisle, is number 2. And the teams I stated, Needham, Boston College, BC High, St. John's Prep, top 5.
So Ludlow, number 1 in those power rankings. That's a team from Western Mass who's won a bunch of state championships. Unfortunately for Western Mass, Now they have to play Eastern Mass early in the Division I tournament. In the old days, Eastern Mass would beat each other up, while Western Mass would play 2 or 3 games and one game against Central Mass and play less games to get to a state championship. Now, with the way the state has set up the statewide playoff system, there's no easy ride for Central and Western Mass anymore. They got to play with the Eastern Mass big boys, and you're not going to see as many state championships out of the western part of the state. Even though there are some fine soccer programs there Ludlow and Longmeadow, but you're not going to be able to get there as easily like they did in the past.
Right. Longmeadow always there.
Yeah, we saw them a few years ago in the state championship game where Brockton got down 2-0. I remember you calling me saying, "Don't worry about it. Brockton's going to score 5 in the second half," and they scored 5 in the second half.
Yeah, you was telling me it's over. It's over. I was like, man, we can't come back in the second half.
Well, I looked at that Longmeadow schedule, and they didn't give up many goals that season. That Brockton team, we didn't get it. I don't know if anyone's mentioned that Brockton team was ranked in the top 10 in the country at the end of the year. That's how good they were.
Real quick, guys, I look at the top 10. Also, I see Brookline. I'm sure my friend who, by the way, Yuli, who's helping us with out-of-town scores yesterday, is going to love to see that. He did a good job giving us scores from out of town during the football game.
Is he a Brookline super fan?
He is.
Well,
I call him Yuli from Brookline.
The old days, Brockton and Brookline had a tremendous rivalry in the old Suburban League, and just the hockey was a great rivalry. Basketball, football, and baseball, not so much. Brockton controlled them, but in hockey and basketball, it was couldn't beat it. Even into the early 2000s, Brockton and Brookline had tremendous battles. So the Flayers are coming back out to the field. They're going to stretch out. About 2 minutes left before we go into the second half of a 0-0 game. We'll be looking to see if Coach Furtado has made any changes. As Lowell centers around their coach. Feels like the first goal here, Lando, might win the game.
It's going to be big. Hopefully it comes from our side, right?
Well, the Boxers are 5-1-2, looking to go 6-1-2, want to move up those power rankings. Like you said, when you get to the tournament, the higher the ranking, you get more home games. Sometimes you play the teams that aren't as strong earlier in the tournament. Obviously, you still got to play the best teams, but the higher your ranking, the more home games, the less traveling, and usually the easier it is to get deeper into the tournament.
Yes, sir.
So we'll switch sides of the field. As we see the Brockton comes back out, we'll see Janelson DeBrito still up there at the midfield. Number 8, Fabio Fernandez.
Let's see if Brockton can control play here in the second half.
So a new substitution, Luciano Antunes. It looks like the right wing to start this half, a senior. The defense looks to be the same. I see Benfico Andrade. I don't see Anthony Delgado, so there has been a change. Number 2 is Valdemir Rodriguez, a junior. He's in for Anthony Delgado. Wolf Victor still remains out there. Fabio Fernandez remains out there. And I apologize, I can't see that number. It's tough getting old. Looks like number 18 for the bar. Anthony Pina Santos remains on the pitch.
A couple fresh legs in there.
Oh, Lowell still has number 10. That is Adam Roulard is still out in the field. And the ball is back into play. Controlled by Lowell in their own half of the pitch. The ball sent deep. They're looking for Roulard. And a nice play right there by Alexandro Morera. Ball back over to number 3, which is Benfico Andrade. He kicks the ball up. Antunes with the ball. And he tries to touch it past the defender.
Try to put a fast one up.
Yeah, he did. And that was number 8, Brian Monsalve. So the ball's turned over. Lowell with a throw-in. Number 22 is Vol Thong Hong, who is the captain.
He's a good-looking soccer player, isn't he, number 22?
Yeah, he's thick. He is. Yeah, he sure is. Looks like he could be a fullback on the football teams. Lowell, any good at football this year, Orlando?
I didn't see him in any rankings, so I would say...
I would say the sport in Lowell that they've always been the best at is wrestling.
Correct. Right.
So Hamung with the throw-in. He attempts to throw it up past the boxer defender, controlled by number 15, who turns it right over, Morera. The ball to number 8, and the ball sent out by number 6, Janilson DeBrito. DeBrito sends the ball up, and we're going to get a foul.
Referees are trying to, it's getting physical out there. They're trying to control the play here.
The referee's taking a little tighter grip of the game in the second half. They're not going to let things get away. So Lowell will, looks like a free kick for the Red Raiders. At their own, looks like their own 35-yard line of their own pitch. Lowell defender. Been really impressed with him today. I'll get his number. Kamara, he's been really good. Sent out by Benfico Andrade. Benfico Andrade to Paul Wadley. Wadley over Janilson DeBrito. Ball turned over again, but good reaction speed for 11 right for the box. Delgado. The ball sent up. Antunes, controlled by the Lowell goaltender, who sends a strong kick out. Wolf Victor sends it back in. Controlled by number 15, Moreira. Moreira to DeBrito. Turned over. There's Roulard again. As Brockton goes down. And it's turned over. Yep. Victor turns the ball over. And he tries, really good play. Good reaction time by DeBrito. Ball sent up to Fabio Fernandez. To DeBrito. Sent over to number 21, Jason Moreira. Moreira sends the ball up to Paul Wadley. Wadley with a nice touch, nice footwork, but turns the ball over at midfield. Good reaction to get the ball back. The ball's headed over, and it's going to go off the boxes for a throw-in for the Raiders on the visitors' side of the field. 37 minutes left in the second half of a 0-0 game. Lowell sends the ball in to number 6, which is Ty Picanzo. Attempted kick deep, another throw-in for the Raiders. The ball thrown in. Lowell controls it. Ball sent in deep. Good one-touch pass, and the Brockton goalie has to control that.
There goes that man again.
Yeah, Lucas Cantelli and Ruben have been players for Lowell. Attempted pass by Wadley up, and Brockton will have the throw-in with number 15, Alexandro Moreira. And the ball goes off Lucas Antunes. Ball thrown in by Lowell. Benfico Andrade is going to. That might be the first corner kick of the first corner kick of the game.
Yep. He tried to deflect it to the sidelines. Instead, he deflected the wrong way.
Let's see what Lowell does here. Roulard looks like he's going to take the corner. As Lowell says, they one-touch pass it in, and they attempt to throw the ball in. That looks dangerous. And nice play by Victor to get the ball out.
I'm surprised Lowell did that.
Number 3 sends the ball in deep. Lowell, corner, sends the ball and looks like it's off. Victor again. Nice throw into the center of the field. Fabio Fernandez back in to help the defense. To Lucas Antunes.
Yep. On that goal kick, I'm surprised Lowell didn't kick it across.
Right.
Rather than go quick.
Baltimore Roderick sends the ball up. Fabio Fernandez with a nice move. As he tends to send the ball up to Lucas Antunes. So Jason Moreira with the throw. As the Boxers bring their D up a bit. The ball's left over for Valdemir Rodriguez. He throws the ball in looking for Lucas Antunes. Good play right there by number 18, Ethan Pina Santos, who's been out there the whole game. And the ball sent out deep. Wolf Victor, who's been a terrific game himself. Dangerous ball to Morelli. And number 3, Benfico Andrade, who's there to clean it up. Who's done that all game. Nice one-touch pass attempted by Lowell. They control the ball at the center part of the pitch with number 8, Brian Monsalve. Defenseman sends it up looking for Armond.
Yes.
Nice move. Good pass. And that ball just might be a little deep. No.
Wow.
What a terrific pass. Like you said, you've been impressed with him. He's been terrific today, too.
He's quite
Senior
the player.
captain. Vial Thwan Hamong. Yep. So Brockton with the goal kick. It looks like Victor will take it. He's got a strong leg. And the left footer sends it deep into the center part of the pitch. Fabio Fernandez is there. Lucas Antunes, one touches the ball, tries to send it back to himself, controls it. Yep. Paul Wadley to Alexa Marrero. The ball's turned over. And Paul Wadley again with the ball. Good pass to Fabio Fernandez to DeBrito. DeBrito sends the ball up to number Lucas Antunes.
Yep.
Lucas Antunes sends the ball in deep. Moreira with the ball. And good defense from number 13 again, who's been all over the field.
Yep. Camara.
He's been terrific. So Moreira with the throw-in. Lucas Antunes with the attempt to get the ball. DeBrito's over there too. Benfica Gonçalves with Aiden Roulard. And we're going to get a foul on Benfica Andrade. So the free kick, we're at 33 minutes of the second half. Leo Genatasio along with Orlando Gonçalves and the Brockton Community Access. Mike the Postman Simmons on the production. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. Come out and support. Either if you're not going to be here, watch them on YouTube. So Humong with the kick, the free kick. Lowell sends guys in deep. 0-0. Great kick. And the goaltender is out. And the ball is controlled by number 11, Paul Wadley. Fabio Fernandez there, the ball. Again, turned over.
Oh,
nice defense
that's a good
by
defense.
Benfica Andrade again. Alexandro Moreira turned the ball over. The ball, Benfica Andrade, said his name again. Alexandro Moreira with Paul Wadley over there. Well, we got to get a kick for Lowell. Brockton defense has been busy.
Yep.
Throw into the Lowell defense. They're going to play it back to their goalkeeper. Lucas Antunes, a little bit of pressure. There's the goalkeeper, strong kick, very strong. Nice play by Wolf Victor. Nice header, attempted. As Brockton heads over, that's number 2, Valdemir Rodriguez. Another throw-in for Lowell. The pace of play the second half, once again, a little bit controlled by Lowell, but not like we saw in the first half. Sent out again by Rodriguez. Controlled at the center part of the pitch by Lowell. Marrero, Lucas Antunes, and Brockton may have something going here. Lucas Antunes down the right side of the pitch. Tough one touch, but Brockton will get a throw-in.
Ball was bobbling, hard to control.
Alexander Marrero with the throw-in as Brockton sends the ball in deep. Marrero to Lucas Antunes. The Antunes throws the ball in deep. And that's going to be a goal kick for Lowell.
Looks like a corner kick, but I guess they're going to call it a goal.
So Brockton attempt to put some pressure there. There's Lowell. Angel Morales, who's been good today for Lowell. Not tremendous amount of work, but handled everything that's gone his way. The long kick deep. Aiden Roulard is there. Lucas Antunes. And here's Moreira. Moreira down the right side. The ball's going to go out.
Guys back.
Moreira, nice one touch. That's the ball over to number 3 is Benfica Andrade. The ball goes deep, Benfica Andrade, and Wolf Victor over to clean that up. As they really work well together in the back end. Benfica Andrade with the throw-in. Looks for Moreira. Moreira looks for DeBrito. The ball sent out off of DeBrito. We're going to get a throw-in for Humong. Thon Humong.
3 defenders for Lowell back there, leading with Camara. Very solid.
They're good. So the throw-in, Benfica Andrade there again to Lucas Antunes. Antunes attempts to make a play through 2 guys and gets the throw-in. Nice play. Way to be strong on his feet. So the throw-in by Moreira. Directing his players. Over to Antunes again. Antunes to the center of the pitch is going to be a turnover. Wolfda. Good play. Good play by Victor. So Lowell with the throw-in after the turnover. Thon Humong. Strong throw. Over to Lucas Cantilli. Cleaned up Cantilli with Roulard. Roulard tries to go through DeBrito. Controlled by Moreira. Nice play to get the ball out to midfield. And it could be a turnover right there. Here comes Lucas Antunes. He may have a break-in. Antunes moving fast. The Lowell defenders just really, Camara's just really.
Wow.
What a terrific play.
This kid Camara's really good.
What a terrific defensive play. So Lucas Antunes had a break right there. The ball got out ahead of him a little bit.
Positioned his body, so the Brockton guy couldn't get it. Ball goes out of bounds. Lowell takes over.
So Thon Himung turns the ball up. Pass Benfica Andre. Controlled by number 9 from Lowell, which is Lembo Kiza. So we're going to get a throw in a dangerous part of the field for the Raiders. 0-0 with 28 minutes left in the game. The throw, the kick in, it goes wide. Header into part of the field.
All right.
Good header by number 9 there.
Didn't get a lot on it, kind of like a pop fly.
Another save by the Brockton goalie. To Rodriguez. Let's see if he sends it deep. He does. Looking for DeBrito. There's Paul Wadley. With the ball. Over to Moreira. Alexandro Moreira up to Antunes. Antunes with a nice touch pass. Oh. We're going to get a foul on Roulard. So that's Moreira down on the ground. Brockton will get a kick. Benfica Andrews it over to Rodriguez. Let's see if he throws it deep. Nice footwork. Over to Wolf Victor. Victor with a nice pass to Moreira. Moreira controls it. Over to Benfica Andrade. Andrade tries to send the ball. Does. Gets it to Antunes. Tough one touch off his feet. And the ball sent deep with Wolf Victor. Victor turns the ball over in a tough play, but good reaction time with Roulard, and Victor's able to keep the ball in play. Victor, Fabio Fernandez in the middle of the field. Again, sent over to Benfica Andrade. He's done what he's done best all day, is clear the ball from dangerous areas.
Again, the passing for Brockton hasn't been crisp. Seems like every time there's a pass, a low defender is right there.
So Thon Humong with the throw-in. Lowell sends their goalie in for the kick from the 40-yard line of their own pitch. 27 minutes left in a 0-0 game.
Wow. Goalie's he's gonna make the kick here, nearly at midfield. Let me see why.
Deep kick. Controlled by the boxes. Lowell now gets the ball. Roulard, dangerous on the right side of the pitch. One touch to himself. One-on-one with Benfica Andrew. He beats him. Roulard beats him again. And that's going to be a goal kick. Roulard with a nice move behind Benfica Andrew. But Wolf Victor, who's been all over the field today, much like Kamara from their center back, their center defensive backs have been both terrific.
Kid Roulard's very dangerous, very active. You got to always account for him.
So we'll get a free kick from Wilson Andrade. As we see a substitution, Paul Antunes will go back off, and we'll see number 1 on the field. Valdemar Rodriguez. No, number 1's not on the roster. So number 1 comes on the field for Lucas Antunes. Maybe he's up from JV. And that is number 11 for Brockton, which is Paul Wadley. Wadley makes a move, gets around the defender. Kamara's on him, which is he just moves Wadley out of the way physically.
Right. I mean, you talk about having the right guy on defense. Kamara, he probably stands, 6'3",
He's
very
a big
physical.
Man. Yes.
Fast.
He's a good-looking center backer. So Rodriguez sends the ball in deep, controlled by Lowell. Ball turned over to Fabio Fernandez. And the ball sent out. Brockton will get a throw-in again by Rodriguez, it looks like. The ball's thrown into Fabio Fernandez. Fabio. And the ball's turned over to Lowell. Lowell will send their men up. That's a good throw-in. The ball to Victor. Victor sends the ball up, back up. Good pass over to number 1. Number 1 looks over to Moreira, sends the ball back to Benfica Andrade. Benfica Andrade. Just off the side of his foot. It looked like Moreira heading up to the right side, and the ball just came off the side of his foot. So Thon Humong with the throw-in. Good ball up. Benfica Andrade there again. Sent over by DeBrito, who sends it out, and we'll get another throw-in for Thon Humong. Thon Humong throws the ball deep. Roulard's over there. Nazo. And we're going to get a push. We're going to get a foul. So this is going to be a dangerous play right here for Lowell. The foul's on DeBrito. Janoson DeBrito.
Got to be careful here.
This could be a really dangerous play. Lowell's at about the 15-yard line of the Brockton box. about 5 yards out from the Brockton box. And let's see who takes it right here. Ty Picanzo's there. Hamung's there. And Kamara. Wouldn't be surprised to see Kamara take this. Really dangerous spot for the Boxers.
Probably going to try to angle this where they can get a header. So you got to be very careful. Kind of curve it.
And there's the kick. Sent into a dangerous spot.
There it is.
Good play by Victor. Yep. Once again. The ball sent back in by Lowell in the Brockton goalie.
Yep.
Who's been steady all game. Wilson Andrade. So he tells his players to go deep as he sends a kick. Over towards midfield for number 1, who sends the ball deep. Controlled by Kamara, back to the goalkeeper. Angel Morales. Controlled by Morera. Morera, a physical play right there. Fabio Fernandez. Fernandez attempts to control the ball.
That's going to be a foul on Lowell.
That'll be a foul on Lowell. So we're down about 20 minutes left in the game. Benfica Andrade sends the ball up, and so Brockton will have a free kick around the 40-yard line of the pitch on the Lowell side of the field. Alexandro Morera. Brockton sends everyone forward towards the box. Let's see what we have here. Morera with the kick as the ball goes deep. Ball gets into the dangerous area. Brockton may get a control by Lowell. And Roulard with the ball sends it out. Alexandro Morera controls it. Nice play. As the ball goes off. Looks like that ball went off.
Fell out when the Brockton plays. Shin pads.
Kiza. The ball went off Kiza. So the throw in by Morera. Errant throw. Controlled again by Morera. Controls the ball. Nice touch, nice move. Turned over again. Wolf Victor in the center of the field. Good pass. Yep. Rodriguez, really good play. Defense. Cleans it up. Valdemar Rodriguez. Lowell with the throw-in. Ball sent back to the defenseman. Ball turned over.
Yep.
So Brockton has a guy in deep. Oh, he was offsides. It's a good call.
He was offsides.
He was offsides. That was Paul Wadley who was in deep.
Yep. Clearly offsides.
No doubt about it. Good call. So 21 minutes left. Goalkeeper sends the ball up. Ball sent over to the center back, who sends the ball in deep. Valdemar Rodriguez. One touch the ball. Ball sent over to dangerous part where Dylan Roulard is.
Good D.
Benfica Rodriguez. Nice move by Roulard. I don't know what the ref called, but he does call a foul. It looked like that was just stepped on his foot. But
foul on Brockton. You figure the way they're letting this game go, certain calls, you figured that
right
would go as well. But
Aiden Roulard, and this is a dangerous spot of the field, right outside the box. Let's see what Lowell does with this. Brockton puts the three-man wall. The ball sent in deep. Nice play.
Good play.
Benfica Andrade once again. Terrific play. Lowell sends the ball back to their goalkeeper with Morera and Chase. Ball sent deep. Janilson DeBrito. Ball sent back to one touch to himself by number 15. Actually, that was number 18, Anthony Pina Santos. Morera attempts to make the move on Kamara. Does get a little bit behind him. That ball's going to go off Morera.
Seems like Kamara's always at the right place at the right time.
Sure is. Fawn Himung with the throw-in. Under 20 in the game. Aiden Roulard. The ball's turned over. Brockton with the ball. Number 1. Attempts to pass to the center to DeBrito, and it's turned over. Kamara with the ball, and he sends it out of trouble. Controlled again by number 18, Anthony Pina Santos, and the ball sent deep. Keyser in chase with Benfica Andrade there. And Keyser gets the ball deep, but the Brockton goalkeeper Andrade with the ball. So Wilson Andrade, who's been sharp all day, with the goal kick. 19 left in the game. Sent over to Rodriguez. He sends the ball up, and the ball's turned over. Brockton sends the ball up to number 8 there, who from Lowell, who intercepts it. That's Marrero. Monsalve, I'm sorry. So as they battle on the visited sideline, Lowell controls the ball again, sends the ball deep to Keyser. Keyser has a step on, and he does. Dangerous play in, and what a
save. Rebound,
and
score.
There's the goal. So we said his name all day.
You know, they were knocking on the door all game, and finally, Lowell gets rewarded with a goal.
So Brockton's had several turnovers on their own side of the field, and Keyser sent the ball in deep, and we said his name all day. Eden Roulard was able to get the ball in deep. There was a save initially by Andrade, but he was able to control the ball and put the ball in the back of the net.
He stayed with the play. Quick shot. Goalie led a rebound. Got the rebound. Goal.
And a well-deserved goal from Lowell. Basically controlled play most of the day.
So
Box is down 1. Let's see what they can do to counter and try to get the tying goal into this game. 18 minutes left as the Red Raiders take a 1-0 lead. And we see some changes coming on the sidelines. Brockton's got 4 guys ready to come in. Number 9 is Nevin Fonts, a junior. Number 7 is Manny Lopes, a sophomore. As DeBrito will come off.
Number 9, who just came out the game, he started that play, stayed with the ball, and
Number 1 comes off the field. He's not on the roster. So let's see what the Boxers can do to try to get the tying goal.
and Roulard finished it off.
So Brockton sends the ball back to Will Victor.
Yep.
Controlled again by Lowell. Ball sent in deep. Brockton controls the ball. Victor sends the ball out of a dangerous spot as the Boxers attempt to control the ball at midfield. Number 7 is Manny Lopes. Lopes with the ball. Sends the ball over to... Back over to Lopes. Lopes with the ball in the right corner. It's, attempts to keep it up. That will be a goal kick.
Let's see if that goal being down wakes up Brockton up a little bit.
Yes. Brockton with really not many dangerous chances today.
No. It's been all Lowell.
So the goalkeeper will have a free kick here. And the kick goes deep. Han Hamang, one touches to himself, sends it back to the goalkeeper, who will just send it out of bounds. So Brockton with a throw in pretty deep here. Number 9, Nevin Fonts. Fonts over to number 18. Anthony Pina Santos, and the ball's turned over. The Brockton goalkeeper out way deep, and he sends the ball. Controlled by Valdemir Rodriguez. Kamara once again cleans everything up. And the ball sent deep. Will Victor with the ball, and he's beat. And Lowell has the ball again in a dangerous area. And Victor's able to come back and get the ball out of play.
Well, they're not resting on that 1-0 lead. It's still on the attack.
So Lowell with the throw in on the visitor side near the Brockton box. 1-0. Leo Giassio along with Orlando Galvo. Mike the Postman Simmons in the production. This is the Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. Nice play by Lowell. Good play, physical play right there by number 11 from the boxes, Paul Wadley. And we'll get a goal kick. See if the boxer can put some pressure on Lowell. Wilson Andrade sends the ball over to Benfico Andrade. Benfica sends the ball up deep, looking for number 7, Nevin Fonts. Hemong is right there, cleans it right up, sends the ball in deep. So Lowell, basically, we can send everyone back. They're up 1-0 deep. They're going to send. They're a terrific defense. Anything, terrific midfield also.
Great defense.
They'll send everyone back. Wilson Andrade, Wolf Victor sends the ball, looking for Fabio Fernandez. Nevin Fonts, Neil Fernandez. Is Devin Semedo also on the field at this point? And we're going to get a foul on number 7.
That's a good call.
Manny Lopes. So Lowell with the free kick at midfield. 15 minutes left, unofficial time. The time's kept on the field. Last half, clock said 2 minutes, but the half was already over. So it could be going a little quicker than we thought. Could be less than 15 minutes left in the game. On Hemong. Controlling the ball as Lowell continues to control the pace of play. Ball sent in deep, headed over. Quintelli with the ball. Sent over by Rodriguez, sent out. Brockton looking to control the ball. Number 4 is Wolf Lentz Victor. He sends the ball up. Victor with the ball still. Back over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez sends it up. And it's unfortunately controlled by Lowell, if you're a Brockton fan. Kamara sends the ball up. Thon Hemong with the ball. Good move. Another good move.
Yep.
And the ball sent back to Kamara. Lowell goalkeeper sends the ball out to his right defender. And as they control the pace of play, ball sent up the center midfield. Lowell was able to counter right here. They got men to attack. Benfico Andre back there with Dylan Roulade. As Lowell controls the ball, number 15 is dangerous part of the box. Ew, good attempt. The ball hits the side of the net. So Lowell with numbers, as Brockton sending more men up to the attacking part of the field, are able to get some counter chances right here. As well as some injury time
Lowell.
put on the clock. Look like both guys collided right there, as we're going to get a timeout. What do you think Coach Andrade said to his team right now during this timeout, Orlando?
Got to attack. I mean, Brockton hasn't had many chances. Again, spacing has been a problem. It seems like every time you trying to get up and running, there's a wall. Lowell has a wall there waiting. So
Brockton, known for their creativity, hasn't been able to get much going today. Is that just an off day, or do you think that has something more to do with the Lowell defenders?
I think it's the quality of opponent. You want to be honest. This is a very good team. They play very good defense. They're always on the ball, very aggressive. And right now they're outplaying Brockton.
Well, the game's not over. Brockton does have a lot of skill on their team. A touch of class could get this game tied up late, and I'm sure Coach Furtado would take a tie right now after the way this game has gone. A lot of times when you watch soccer on team, you could feel when teams have on a 0-0 game, when they've controlled play, it always seems like they get that goal at some point during a game. So let's see if Brockton makes any changes. Right now it looks to be the same out there. I see Diego De Vega coming. Maybe he'd be coming into the game right now. But Fabio Fernandez still out there. Wolf Victor still out there. Number 2, Valdemir Rodriguez. That's Coach Furtado. And the coach from Lowell, whose name isn't on the roster, meet with their players. So Benfico Andre was shaken up in that play. Looks like he's coming off. And he's had a terrific game. Just a junior.
Everything.
No, he's a senior. I apologize.
Hasn't been easy for Brockton today. Only down 1-0 though, so.
Brockton with the free kick. The ball's Delgado back into the game. Terrific kick. as the ball's turned over. Let's see what happens here. So Lowell with the ball at the midfield. We're under 15, 13 left in the game unofficially. Lowell with the kick, the free kick. The ball is going to be sent in deep, I'm sure, as Lowell sends some of their forwards up. Their 3-4 defenders back. Ball sent out. Number 11 from Brockton, Paul Wadley. And it's again, I think that will be Brockton ball. Yeah, it will be Brockton ball. So a throw-in for the boxes. Delgado comes in for the injured Benfica Andrade. Sent in by number 18, Anthony Pina Santos. The ball sent back to Delgado. Over to number 9, Nevin Fonts. Fonts with a nice one-touch to himself. Very good. But Adam Rulab, once again, back. Ball sent in deep. And Brockton does have an attack right here. Number 15, Marrero.
Oh, what a move.
Nice one-touch move. Over to Victor. Ooh, and that was the best chance they had. And
didn't get much in the shot.
Didn't get a lot on it. But a nice touch of class right there. Real skill shown by Marrero right there. And Wolf Victor just couldn't get a lot of foot on it.
Maybe that fires up Brockton.
Ball sent out deep. Controlled by Lowell. Good move right there. Lowell on the attack. Delgado kicks the ball out of bounds. And that was a nice play by Lowell's number 16. Eduardo De Freitas, who's had a really good game himself. We haven't mentioned his name
play
a
by
lot.
Delgado there on D.
Yeah. Lowell with the ball in. They're happy to take time off the clock. Nice move right there by De Freitas again. Sends the ball in deep. The Brockton goalie with the ball. So Brockton on the counter right here. If they can get numbers up.
Get going.
Marrera, and there's Roulard again. Roulard is all over the field. Scored the goal. Probably the best player on the pitch today. Marrera with the ball. Sent the ball to number 9 to Fonts. Marrera controls it again. Over to De Freitas. De Freitas tries to send Delgado and De Freitas, and that's a foul.
It is. And it's called.
So we're at about 11 minutes left in the game. So Thon Humung taking his time, no rush. He'll get a free kick at about the 30-yard line of the box's pitch. Everyone up of 4 guys for Lowell. The ball goes in deep to the left side of the box. Attempted move right there. Nice play by number 15 from Lowell. And that's Paul Pace. Box's goal kick. The ball sent out deep by number 4. Wolf Victor. They're sending Wolf Victor. So you've seen Wolf Victor, Orlando. He was center back defensively. Now he's Wolf Victor is playing center forward now.
Yes.
So Victor's probably been the Bucks' best player, along with Benfica Andrade and Anthony Delgado.
Yeah. Not too many scoring chances today for Brockton.
So Victor Thon Humung with the head of it. Controlled by Fabio Fernandez. Paul Wadley over there, but once again controlled by Lowell. And they'll have an attack right here. We'll get an offside. We go under 10. 1-0 Lowell. Rocky Marciano Stadium and Armond Colombo Field, the Brockton Boxers 2023 high school soccer. Ball sent deep. Victor is there. Controls the ball. Nice one-touch attempt to Marrera. Controlled by And that was another dangerous play. Controlled by the
got to play it down for Brockton.
The Lowell goalie. It might have been a collision there between Paul Wadley and the Lowell goaltender, Angel Morales. Yeah, they're both going down.
Yep.
Who says soccer isn't a physical sport, Orlando?
Very physical out there today, I'll tell you that.
We'll see how much extra time is put on the clock at this point, as the Brockton player going down. We'll see who's coming in for a substitution. Is that, I believe it's number 15 who's down. I could be wrong. Looking at his shin. 11. So that's Bradley, who's been one of the dangerous boxers with the ball today. As he gets up, and he'll probably be coming off. It'll be a big loss for the Boxers in future games if there's anything serious. He's been
solid today.
He's been active. So we're going to get a goal kick from Lowell as Paul Wadley goes off. Didn't catch the number of the sub who came in for him, but as soon as we get it, we'll let you know. The Lowell goalkeeper, his time moves on the clock, under 9 minutes. Morales sends the ball deep, and nice one-header there, controlled by Delgado. Delgado sends the ball up. Lowell controls the ball once more. Good move. As Morera's back with the ball, and he sends it over to Fabio Fernandez. Fernandez intercepted, and the ball will be Brockton's. Good defensive play by Paul Pace. The ball sent up to number 18 for the Boxers, Anthony Pina Santos. So once again, good play defense by Lowell. Fabio Fernandez sends the ball up looking for Victor. They do. They have a header that's sent out to a dangerous area, cleaned up nicely by the Lowell defender. Number 9 for the Boxers is Nevin Fonts. He's going to have the throw-in. Alexandro Morera was going to have the throw-in as they move him back.
Come back here.
Ball sent to Victor. Victor with the ball. Nice shovel of his body. Try to use his leverage to get around. Sends the ball into a dangerous spot.
Whoa.
Oh, there's no one there from the right side for the Boxers. The most dangerous play of the game.
Wow.
And we'll get our first corner kick from the Boxers. Really good play by Wolf Victor right there, leveraging his body.
That was close.
Sends the ball into a dangerous area, and the left wing, little late coming in there. Went under 8 left in the game. Looks like Morera is going to take the penalty kick. I mean, the corner kick. And the ball is sent over. Nice ball over. Little too high, and there's Aiden Roulard again sending it out. So Wolf Victor with the throw-in. Nevin Fonts, as Brockton makes another substitution. We're going to see Gaetan Presser for the first time today, a senior. He'll play center defensive back. As number 9, Nevin Fonts will have the throw-in. A lot of Boxers have played today. Fonts taking his time. And here is back to play. Ball goes into number 7, Manuel Lopes. Lopes looking for Victor. And once again, it'll be the Boxer ball. Number 21 in the throw-in is Jason Morera. And Alexandro Morera with the throw-in. The ball goes deep. Victor is in the box. The ball sent over in a header. And nice play by the goaltender. Good anticipation getting over there before anything dangerous happened. We go on close to under 6 minutes here. Left in a 1-0 Lowell lead at Rocky Marciano Stadium. Morella's with the kick. Sends it out of a dangerous spot. Controlled by the Boxers. The ball sent in deep. Looking for Victor again. Victor against Kamara. Nice play by Kamara
again.
And that ball sent out of bounds.
Solid. That kid is solid.
Morera with the throw. Fernandez with a nice one touch to himself. Sends the ball in deep. Nevin Fonts. Fonts tries to get the ball. He angles his body.
That's going to be a foul on Brockton.
Yeah, foul on Brockton.
And it was.
It's a good call. Good call.
Pushed him.
Yep. So we're under 6. Brockton still looking for the equalizer in a 1-0 game. Leo Genatasio along with Orlando Galvo. Mike Postman Simmons on the production. Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels.
Wait a minute
We got a call right here. I don't know what the call is. Did he change the call? Or do we have a fight? The ball's right outside the box. And Brockton, they did change a call, Orlando. So Brockton's going to get a shot right at the top of the box. This is their best opportunity of the game.
I think he called a handball right there.
Well, that's close to being a penalty kick.
Yeah, but just outside.
Whoa,
But,
2-4 feet, it's a penalty
called
kick.
a handball.
So we got Victor back there with Fabio Fernandez. I'm sure this is stuff Coach Furtado works on all the time. So let's see what the Boxers do here. It's going to be something sent right at the goal.
Lowell trying to get a wall there.
Lowell with the wall.
I seen Brockton score from this angle.
Will Victor, who's going to be taking the shot? Will Victor, Fabio Fernandez. They're both there, along with Alexandro Morera.
Right.
And the whistle goes. And this is Brockton's chance to tie the game. The game closing in on 5 minutes. The referee puts the ball in play. The wall is there. Who's Brockton's best shot taker from this spot? That's the one's going to take the shot right now. I'm going to say it's Victor. Let's see what it is. It's going to be. Oh, it's a great shot. Great save, but it's at the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He got it around the wall, but the keeper, was right at him.
Best scoring opportunity for
Certainly
Brockton
was.
probably in the day, and if he put it a little bit high, he probably would have had a goal.
So the ball sent out with 5 minutes left. Good move by Freitas. And the ball sent back to the Brockton keeper. So this is the best Brockton's played in a while. Fabio Fernandez.
On the field for the remainder of the contest.
Fabio Fernandez with the ball. He sends the ball deep. Will Victor with the ball. One touches by Rubelad. Victor with the ball. Rulad gets the ball. They've sent him back. He's not playing up anymore.
See Brockton getting more aggressive now. The sensing, got that much time.
Fabio Fernandez with the ball. He switched up. He's playing more of the left back now. Sent up to Victor. Victor, and that ball's going to go off on Himang.
Lowell calls timeout. That's a smart
Lowell calls
timeout.
a timeout.
Right there.
They seeing things a little bit getting away right here, and a smart play by the Lowell coach, organizing his team and trying to fend Brockton off these last 5 minutes. Coach Furtado's made a couple adjustments, sending Fabio Fernandez back to left back, and you see Wolf Victor playing center back, now playing center forward. And Brockton's had a couple good opportunities in the dangerous area, but unable to get the equalizer.
A little urgency from Brockton right now.
As Abram Rubelad put Lowell ahead. Put Lowell ahead with about 15 minutes left in the game.
Right.
So the timeout's over. Lowell's going to have a throw-in. We're under field, so we don't have the time. The time's going to be kept on the field. Thon Humung, who's been steady the whole game at that left defensive back, with the throw-in. So the ball is put back in play. He'll throw the ball deep, as deep as he can, I'm sure. And the ball sent out of bounds, and it will be Brockton throwing. The ball sent over to Fabio Fernandez. Fernandez is going to throw the ball deep. Alexandro Morera, nice play by Kamara again, sending the ball out of a dangerous spot. Controlled by Lowell. Lowell will get the ball, turned over. Fabio Fernandez, a nice ball. Look for Alexandro Morera.
Yep.
And the goaltender.
It's going to take a little more time getting up.
Morella's is superb again. Coming out, taking away dangerous play. He sends the ball up to the center part of the pitch. Fabio Fernandez and Paul Pace. Brockton looking to control the ball. Bouncing around. Controlled by Fabio Fernandez. Nice touch. Wolf Victor. Ball sent to Alexandro Morera. Wolf Victor. Almost with the ball. Ball sent over to Morera. Had him. So another dangerous play for Brockton, unable to get the goal. You know what, Orlando? If they showed this type of
I was just going to say that
aggression earlier in the game, they
beginning,
wouldn't be in this situation. They woke up late to this one.
Yes.
Morella sends the ball out. Put back in.
It's like that went out on Lowell there, but.
And Lowell will take their time. They're in no rush.
No rush.
As Lowell throws the ball in. The ball goes. As Brockton will turn the ball over.
There you go. Nah, fortunately the referee's going to bring it back.
So the ball is sent back to the center of the pitch as Brockton will get a kick. Let's try to send everyone forward. That's Fabio Fernandez. Fabio will try to get the ball to the box. We don't have the time. It's 1-0 Lowell. Fernandez, the kick. It's a pretty good one. Sent near the Lowell box. Nice play by Kamara again, who sends the ball out of a dangerous area. We'll see if the goalie gets up in the attack soon. Fabio Fernandez controls it.
Everyone back for Lowell.
Nice play. One touch right around him. Nevin Fonts, flat-footed. Manny Lowe's, was flat-footed on that one. The ball's thrown in. Again, a nice header by Fabio Fernandez. The ball sent over. Manny Lopes, ball back to Fabio Fernandez. He sends the ball over looking for Alexandro Marrero. Fabio, and the ball is not traded by number 9 again, and that's Nevin Fonts. Fonts with a good move. His shirt being held. Sent over to Alexandro Marrero. Number 21 is Jason Marrera. Marrera with a nice touch looking for Wolf Victor. Nice Brockton showing. It's a nice one-touch passing right now. Number Marrera, and the ball's turned. Diano De Vega turns the ball over, and Lowell will have a throw-in. We got to be going down to the final few minutes of this game. Lowell with the throw-in. The ball kicked over to the Brockton goalie, who has the ball bounce up on him, but it's controlled by Fabio.
A little bit too far.
Actually, Nevin Fonts, nice touch. Looking for Wolf Victor. Wolf Victor, nice move around Kamara. Brockton should to get a job on.
I get a chance here.
Nice pass. Oh.
Wow.
That was it, Orlando.
That was it right
there. Was that offsides? Yeah, I think that was offsides. Nice touch passes by the boxes right there. The best they've played the entire game, these final several minutes. And they were offsides. Beautiful play by Victor, Nevin Fonts, Manny Lopes.
Once the clock was controlled on the field, you started seeing more of Brockton soccer. But unfortunately, it might be a little bit too late.
So the ball sent out of the center of the pitch. Delgado sends it in. Fabio Fernandez, and the ball sent out to the Brockton keeper, who sends it out. Nice play, Alexandro Marrera. Devin De Vega. Diego De Silva throws the ball in. Lowell controls it. Going to be out of bounds again. We got to be down to the final few minutes of this one. 1-0 Lowell. Fabio Fernandez controls the ball. Nice pass to Victor. Victor in the center of the pitch.
Good defense.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul. Probably going to be a yellow card.
It's a definite foul on Brockton.
The ref looks at his clock.
Yeah.
Yellow card given.
Yep.
Brockton.
Can't disagree with that call.
And that's going to be on Nevin Fonts as he's booked. Brockton, number 1, will be coming back into the game. The ref looking at his watch.
Low play
Paul
gets back
Pace
up.
going off
You'd like
the
to
field.
see that?
He's been really good tonight, too, Paul Pace, on both sides of the pitch.
Yep.
Number 6 coming back onto the field for Lowell is Ty Picanzo. So really a good match today between two good teams, Orlando.
I've been very impressed
Lowell
with Lowell.
controlled most of the play, but the last 15 minutes is really Brockton's had numerous opportunities.
Started seeing what Brockton soccer is all about.
It's all about. Kamara sends a good kick deep. Missed by number 16, Gaten Presser. And that's going to be the end of the game. So Lowell's running onto the field.
Yep.
Anytime you come down and beat Brockton in their own field, doesn't happen often, you're going to celebrate.
Right.
So a late goal by Aiden Roulard is going to give Lowell a 1-0 victory, as Brockton is going to fall to 5-2-1 in the season. Lowell's going to go to 9-1, and we'll see Brockton going to be home against Durfee later this week. I'm Leo Genitacio, along with Orlando Galvo, Mike the Postman Simmons on the production. The final score today at Marciano Stadium, the Lowell Red Raiders 2, the Brockton Boxers 1.
Good day, everybody.
Thank you.